In this video we go through some harder examples of indices. It'll take you a really long time to do this exercise if you don't know the 8 rules off by heart. So what I'd like you to do before you continue is to go to the back of your classwork book and see if you can write down all 8 rules. If you can't, check your notes, see what you've missed out, and keep repeating until you know all 8 rules off by heart. And that'll actually speed you up for the rest of your days. If you don't take the time to memorise that, it's going to be a slow slog going through indices. Right, assuming you know them all off by heart now, we're going to evaluate 81 to the power of negative a quarter. There's quite a lot going on with that power, so we have to break it down into steps. So the negative, the rule there is that it's the same as 1 over the same number to the positive power. So I've just changed the negative to be 1 over the same base to the positive power. And then what does a quarter mean? The denominator tells you the root to take. So it's the 4th root of 81. The numerator tells you what power to raise that to. If you're only raising it to the power of 1, there's nothing needs to be done there. The 4th root of 81 means what number times by itself and again would give you 81, and it's going to be 3. 3 to the power of 4 is 81, so the 4th root of 81 is 3. Question 2. 1 2/3 to the power of negative 2. Mixed numbers are a nice way to leave our answer, but they're not nice for doing any calculation, so we change that to begin with into an improper fraction, which should be 5/3. 5/3 to the power of negative 2. Now the negative power means 1 over the number to the same power with the positive. But what is 1 over 5/3? Let's just work at that side. 1 divided by 5/3. Notice I said actually, instead of 1 over 5/3, it's 1 divided by 5/3. So we could actually write that as 1 divided by 5/3. And we know how to divide fractions. We keep the first, we flip the second, and we change the sign. And that will give you 3/5. So actually, 1 over 5/3 is 3/5. When we talk about doing 1 over, in other words, we talk about the reciprocal. So when we're getting in example 1, the negative power means 1 over 81. In this example, the 1 over 5/3 means the reciprocal of 5/3. So the reciprocal of 5/3 is 3/5. So we could write that as 3/5 to the power of 2. So getting the negative sign also means doing the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 81 is 1 over 81. The reciprocal of 5/3 is 3/5. And then if you square something, it means you multiply it by itself. Just out on the side here, 3/5 times 3/5, that's 9 over 25. And you can see the quick way to do that is you're multiplying the numerator by itself, so you're squaring 3 to get 9, and you're multiplying the denominator by itself, 5 by 5, so you're doing 5 squared. So in future, the quick way of doing that, don't write it out like this, just you square everything inside. So you square the 3 and you square the 5 and you get 9/25. And number 3, we have 0.01. These are just a selection. There'll be lots of variations for you to do in the exercise. And we will say there are quite a lot there, but it's not, you might think when you're going through the exercise, oh, I can do all these. It's not just about being able to do them. I want you to be able to do them fluently. So how long does it take you to do the questions? If you can just go and do it straight away without any thought, that's where you want to be at. If it takes you a couple of minutes, then there's reason to continue doing more questions until you get quicker at them. So hopefully you don't think of it as a waste of time going through all the questions. It's really to get not just being able to do them, but being able to do them fluently, as if you're just multiplying, dividing, doing first year work. That's the target. Okay, 0.01 to the power of negative 1.5. It's better to write these as fractions. We can understand them better and work with them more easily. So 0.01 is 1/100th, and negative 1.5 is negative 3/2. We learned from the last question, when we're dealing with the negative power, when we've got a fractional base, the negative means the reciprocal of the base. So the reciprocal of 1 over 100 would be 100. And then the power stays as 3 over 2. Now remember, the denominator of the power means the root. So in this case, the square root, but you never write in square, just assume it. And then when you get that answer, you raise it to the numerator, which is 3. So the square root of 100 is 10, and then 10 cubed is 1000. I could go on all day and give you about 20 examples, but I'll just let you work through the exercise and just message me if you've got any questions, and I can go through them in a video and send it to you.